Dreams about your ex. Boy, talk about a subject that can bring up a wide ranging debate and discussion that can really stir people up and make them want to know what these dreams are really saying to them. If you have never interpreted a dream before and then you have a powerful dream about your ex, this is the sort of dream that can lead you to find out more about dream interpretation and really try to find out what the dream is really saying. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you everything that I know about this subject. We're going to explore the meaning and significance of dreams about your ex. I'm author and dream interpreter J.M. DeBord. Online, I'm known as RadOwl. You already know that if you're taking my online dream courses through Dream School. But if you're not, well, at the end, we're going to find out more about me. For now, I want to get into the subject. We have a lot of ground to cover, so let's do this. You know, dreaming about your ex is common. It is a recurring dream theme for many people, and oftentimes it is not welcome. Oh no, not again, another dream about my ex. You know, you want to forget about the person, and it seems like your dreams are being cruel to you because they keep reminding you of them. You know, even many years later, you can dream about your ex out of the clear blue. And a common question that people have after having such a dream is, you know, I don't think about my ex anymore or have any contact with the person. So why do I still dream about them? And the simple answer, or at least the place where we have to begin, is that the dream wants to tell a story. All dreams are stories. So it's simply that the person, your ex, is involved in the subject of the dream. The subject could be about love, about finding the right partner. It could be about the past that you shared together. Or the person is involved somehow indirectly with some kind of underlying idea of the dream. And we're going to explore some of those possibilities in later slides. I want you to think of it this way to start off. You have a casting agent in your dreaming mind that begins with a subject or idea that it wants to find the right character to play the role. And your ex, for some reason, is chosen because your ex is the best person or image of the person to play the role. Here's where we have to start separating out the person that you see in the dream that you know from your life, your ex, from the character that is presented in the dream. We'll get more into that in just a minute. First of all, I want to cover some of the reasons why you dream about your ex. And, you know, to begin, romantic relationships impact us. They affect us deeply. And anything that gets deep down inside of you like that, into your feelings, your life, your thoughts, it is very likely to be a subject of your dreams. And your relationships of all kinds, but especially your romantic relationships, provide a treasure chest of material for your dreams to work with. It's not just the emotions involved, but also the events that and the experiences and things such as hopes, desires, self-image. There's all kinds of things that can be unpacked out of the general subject of your ex. Your dreaming mind can pull from this material and create stories around it. And boy, is there a lot of material there. Another reason why you can dream about your ex is there is still something that is unresolved from the relationship, and dreams focus on areas of life that need resolution. We're going to go a little more into that as we continue through the lesson. Dreams focus where we need healing. If you are hurt from an experience with your ex, then your dreams are going to try to help you heal. So, of course, in those dreams, you're going to see your ex. Could see your ex. Dreams also focus on where you need to learn, and you do want to learn from your past relationships, right? Because by learning from your past relationships, the ones that end, the ones that perhaps end badly, you can learn how to better prepare for the future, or even apply what you learned to the present. So yes, your dreams are trying to help you to learn. Bottom line right there. If you go to my lesson on why we dream, you'll see that learning is one of the primary reasons for this. Plus, you can explore many of the other possibilities for why we dream. And here's something I want to throw in now, and we'll cover this a little bit more later, is you can dream about your ex because you loved that person. Maybe you still do love them. And through loving someone else, you can learn how to love yourself. Okay, let's get real. Your ex is a dream character. It is playing a role in a story. So your ex is a character in the story. Your ex is an actor. As an actor in the story of your dream, your ex follows a script. The person that you see in your dream is not your ex. Usually it is not your ex. It's a projection of some kind, usually from inside of you. You could actually see something about yourself represented as your ex. This same general rule applies to all of your dream characters, or at least most of them, because most dream characters are something about you that is projected out, either something specific such as a quality or character trait, something such as your intellect. It could be something from deep down in your psyche or just kind of from the surface layers of your mind. But either way, what you're seeing is a projection into a dream landscape, and it takes form as a person. This is a very important lesson about dream characters. I go into this in great depth in my lesson on dream characters, which you can find at Dream School. But for now, what we want to absorb is that you could actually be seeing something about yourself projected out into the dream landscape, and it takes form as the image of your ex. Now, let's start exploring some possibilities for what your ex could symbolize in a dream. Most things that you see in your dreams are symbols, and when they're put together into story form, they are symbolism. So when you see your ex, this is where you begin. You look at the symbolism and you look at how the character is used as an actor in the story. So possibilities. Well, your ex can symbolize something such as the time of life that you shared together. Your ex can even represent your present partner. Like, let's say that you're in a new relationship and you dream about your ex. Well, the casting agent in your dreaming mind says, I have a role to play here. I need to symbolize the person that the dreamer is dating or married to or something along those lines, right? Well, it searches around through your memory and says, oh, hey, I got your ex here. Let's pull them into the dream, and they're going to symbolize your current relationship because your ex is tied together with your current partner because they're your ex-partner. Now, some other possibilities are your ex can symbolize emotions, and emotions related to dating and breaking up and love and all that stuff. So jealousy, anger, hope, love, passion, it runs the gamut. Now let's get creative. Your dreams are very, very creative, and they're very clever in the ways that they tell stories. So what else could your ex symbolize? Well, we talked about emotions such as love and hate. They can symbolize something or someone that you long for. Notice that I said something as well as someone. You see the image of the dream character and it looks like a person, so you think, well, it must symbolize someone. It probably symbolizes my ex. That's possible. You know, the person that you see in the dream who's part of your life or was part of your life, as a character in the dream story, they could actually represent that person. And then what you see play out in the dream story is some kind of drama related to your relationship with that person. But again, it's usually filtered through you somehow. Okay, so that means that what you're seeing in the dream is probably not real in the strictest sense. You still have to think of that image of the person as an actor that is playing a role. Well, okay, back to what can your ex symbolize? How about something that you want to forget? You begin with that basic idea. X equals something that you want to forget. And then the dream branches out and it will show that there is something else that you want to forget. This is how dreams and dream symbolism work in general. They show you something overtly, but there is a hidden meaning that is behind it. And if you go into my lesson on dream symbolism, you can explore that subject in great depth. Your ex can symbolize something that you think you need to be happy. If you were happy in that relationship with that person, and that's not always the case, of course, but let's say that you were happy with that person. Now you're no longer with them. You're no longer happy. So you think that you need your ex to be happy. Well, now the dream begins with that idea and says, okay, the subject of this dream story is what the dreamer needs to be happy. And it might not have anything to do with your ex other than the fact that you were happy with your ex. The dream is actually showing something that can help you to be happy in the present. I have found this in dreams where, it's like, well, your ex is shown as, let's say, an artist. And even though your ex is not an artist. Okay, well, that's interesting. It doesn't have really anything to do with the reality of the person. Why does the dream show your ex as an artist? Well, it could mean that the dream is pointing you toward some kind of artistic expression in yourself that will make you happy. I've seen this also in dreams that featured sports and activities, jobs that you could work, people that you can befriend. Your ex can symbolize something that brings out the best or the worst in you. I helped a guy with a dream. I could see this theme in his dream that felt like that there was something that was missing from himself. So I asked him, do you think that you were a better person when you were with your ex? And he's like, yeah, I was. She really brought out the best in me. I really put my best foot forward in that relationship. This is something that's pretty common. People sometimes will be better because they're in a relationship and they want to make their partner happy. They want to show the best that they have in themselves. So with that idea, we were able to decode the dreams and say, yeah, you're dreaming about your ex because you're looking to bring out the best in yourself now, but without the relationship as motivation. Now we can also flip that on its ear. There is nothing like breaking up with a person to bring out the worst in you. Whether that's happened to you personally or not, you probably know people who went through breakups and you went, oh yeah, boy, talk about the dark side coming out here. So your ex can symbolize something that brings out the worst in you. And your ex can symbolize something that triggers related emotions and feelings. And here is where story analysis in dreams really comes in handy, because sometimes dreams create scenarios simply to trigger emotions and feelings. This is something that you have probably felt recently in the past day or two before the dream. And the dream begins with, okay, you felt this way. How can I create imagery that will trigger those emotions, those feelings? And if your ex is the right trigger, then the dream pulls in the image of your ex.